Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about how to find a hair vendor for your business. It's so hard, but I know you guys can do it. So let's get down and deep into this video. Okay, so one of the first vendors that you guys are gonna look for is on Google. Google has absolutely everything. It can be your best friend. Another one that you guys can search for them on is Instagram. Instagram has become so widely popular because you can see all of their videos and pictures all on their Instagram page. Alibaba is amazing. They have tons of pictures on there as well. And that's like a one place where all vendors are actually going to be. So another place is DHGate. DHGate is not widely known, but I've learned about it for a very long time. So DHGate is definitely good as well. So if you're on Google and you're searching, what are you going to search for? I'm going to search for wholesale hair vendors on Google. I'm going to read the reviews. I'm going to figure out if it's actually the factory selling me the hair or a middleman. And also I am going to compare and contrast the pictures to other pictures that they may have on their website, on their Instagram, in their reviews from all of their, customers and everything like that. So make sure you guys compare everything. Go on Google, type in wholesale hair vendors, tons will come up. Most of them will be from China. Now, if you type in something specific, Vietnamese hair vendors, Chinese hair vendors, raw Indian hair vendors, then Google may narrow it down a little bit for you, but nothing's going to compare until you test these products out. So keep that in mind. You can go through every single vendor there is known to man, but nothing's going to compare until you actually test the products out. So if I'm on Google, that's what I'm going to do. If I am on Instagram, I am going to type in the search hair vendors, Indian hair vendors, wholesale hair vendors, virgin hair vendors, all these things. And I might narrow it down to raw Indian, Burmese, Chinese hair vendors, Russian hair vendors, Brazilian hair vendors, European hair vendors. So then Instagram can now narrow it down for me a little bit further that I'm specifically looking for raw Indian hair, so on and so forth. So there's going to be a ton. Literally, when I search raw Indian hair vendors, tons of them come up, you guys. You just have to go through and narrow it down based on their videos, based on their pictures, based on everything that they have to offer for their page. Okay, so that's what you're going to search when you go to Instagram. I'm going to dig deep into each one as I go through this video too, so you guys can really get the feel of what it's like to actually own your own business, what you need to do, all the work you need to put in, the time. Time is money, but it's a great investment for your business if you guys give it enough time to do so. Okay, so Alibaba, super simple. Everybody's been on Alibaba. You can get vendors from everywhere. You can get vendors for a car if you want to. You can get vendors for everything that you have on there. And also you can get vendors for your packaging. You can get vendors for your hair. You can get vendors for your business cards, all on there for you guys. Sorry if I'm looking out of the window, you guys. There's somebody looking in my window at all of my hair, and she's she's trying to figure out like who I am and what I'm doing. So those are some things that you can definitely do for your business. She walked away, but I need to I just had my window open for the light, but she came and she was like, oh my gosh, she saw all of my hair in my window. So she decided to go ahead and take a picture and wave at me. So anyways, everything is on Alibaba. All you have to do is search for what you're looking for. A lot of people are always like, oh, I can't find any, raw hair vendors, specifically raw Indian hair vendors on Alibaba. They are on there. They are absolutely on there. One of the vendors that I use for my raw Indian hair, they are on Alibaba, you guys. I didn't even know, because that's not where I found them, but I didn't even know that until I was just trying to find vendors to try out for my YouTube channel, and I, typed in, what I was looking for, and one of my vendors that I actually use was on there. So there are options for raw hair on Alibaba. You just have to dig. You have to look at these pictures. You need to first actually know the difference between virgin hair and raw hair. Raw hair is definitely a whole lot different. Easy to work with if you're using the right products and professional products, real hair products, but you got to know the difference between raw hair and steamed hair, processed hair, things like that, okay? And that means you're gonna need to search all over the world, not just in one vicinity. Look at where the hair is coming from. On Alibaba, if you go search raw Indian hair, and there's a bunch of vendors that are gonna pop up, but there's a little icon under each vendor that says which country this product is actually coming from, you guys. If you see the China flag under these vendors, that ain't it. It's not it. I've literally seen one Chinese vendor who actually sells raw Indian hair. They do sell their other, I don't want to call it crap, but they do sell that other mess, but they actually sold raw Indian hair too, and I thought that was crazy. But under each vendor, it'll say where the hair is actually coming from. India, China, Vietnam, blah, blah, blah. It'll say under there. So that's one indicator. If the hair is actually coming from India, there's no reason for Indian hair vendors to go to China to get anything. Most likely, they're not selling Chinese hair in India. Most likely. Now, I'm sure there's probably a needle in the haystack somewhere. So make sure you guys are paying attention to everything. Ask them questions. What are you selling? So on and so forth, so you can get a better reasoning as to why. Now, I've asked a lot of China vendors, how do you guys manufacture your hair? What process are you guys putting your hair through? Where do you get your hair from? Most of them are going to give you the runaround, and they're not going to tell you anything about what's going on with their hair. So horrible. I hate it when they're not transparent with me. I'm not inclined to give you my money. So Alibaba, it can work for a lot of people. If you're looking just for virgin hair in general, you can find a good vendor on there. You just got to go through the hoops and the loops and everything to find them. Now, there are people who sell vendor lists literally for virgin hair or whatever kind of hair they're trying to give you a vendor list for. And they'll go to Alibaba and pick the first 10 vendors from their top, and they'll literally sell you that list for $30, $50, $100, whatever the price is going to be. They'll literally do that. There are people who haven't tried any of these vendors that they're selling you, and they are literally gathering the list and putting it on their website or giving it to you through Instagram, whatever way they use to get their money, and they're selling you these lists that they haven't even tried, or they may have tried one out of the 10 that they're selling you. Why are they selling you 10 vendors? There's no way that one company is using 10 different vendors to provide for their company. It's just not realistic. I sell my hair vendors. I'm gonna tell y'all that information towards the end of the video, but I do sell mine. Those who have purchased from me, I give y'all receipts. I purchase from them all. But okay, so that's another option. DHGate is another option that you can use as a search engine to find your vendors. That's kind of like Alibaba to me. They have a lot of things that they sell on DHGate. You just got to search for what you want, look at the country that it's coming from, and so on and so forth. So all of those methods, and there are more, you guys, all of those methods is where you can find great quality hair vendors for your business. Now, once you find a vendor that you might be interested in, Say I'm gonna go to Instagram, I'm gonna type in raw Indian hair vendors. I'm gonna look at vendors that are based in India, because obviously I'm looking for raw Indian hair. I want to go to the source. Look for vendors who are based in India. Go through all of their pictures. Make sure they're all consistent. Go through their videos especially. Make sure those are all consistent as well. Raw hair, there's no uniform curl pattern, no uniform wave pattern, or anything of the sort. So make sure you're looking for raw hair to where the curls, the textures, the colors, everything's a little bit different in their videos and their pictures, because that's the most common thing with raw hair. None of it, no bundle is exactly like the next or the last. Woo, this is a lot of information. I'm trying to spit this all out to you guys fairly quickly. Now, get WhatsApp on your phone. Get WhatsApp on your phone. Get WhatsApp on your phone. 99% of the vendors all over the world use WhatsApp to communicate because it's the easiest form of communication between countries. Whether you're sourcing a Chinese vendor or a raw Indian hair vendor, Burmese vendor, Vietnamese vendor, whatever the case is, get WhatsApp on your phone. Once you have WhatsApp, go ahead and start communicating to your vendors through WhatsApp to get all of this information. So, things that I would say to my vendor, as soon as I find one that I like, okay, I will message them. First message is actually going to say, word for word, hello, my name is Brittany. I am looking for a secure hair vendor for my business. Can you please send me your complete wholesale and sample price list and everything that you sell within your business, period. Send it to them on their WhatsApp number, which will be provided on Alibaba, on Instagram, on Google, so on and so forth. Send that to their WhatsApp. They will respond. They'll give you the price list for everything that they sell. Sometimes they miss some things and they don't send you the price list for everything that they sell because they're just sending you the general vicinity of things. So, things that you can ask for them to send you a price list for. Bundles, all lace, lace closures, lace frontal in all sizes if they provide it. 5x5 closures, 6x6 closures, 7x7 closures, 13x6 frontals, so on and so forth. What types of lace do you guys provide? Swiss lace, transparent lace, HD lace. If your business needs them all, make sure you ask for the prices for these things so then you know what options you have for this hair vendor. Tape-ins, I-tips, K-tips, if they provide wigs, if they provide custom wigs in a few different sizes. So if they provide wigs in small, medium, and large, that's a nice plus for people who may want a small wig, but you don't want to make it yourself, but you want to order it from them. If they provide full lace wigs, toppers, just all kinds of hair options. Bulk hair is hair that is just not on the weft, for all those who don't know. So get all of this information from the vendors. After you get this information, you're going to ask them, what payment options do you use or do you offer? A lot of them are different. So they may offer PayPal, they may offer Western Union, they may offer TransferWise, they may offer, a bank wire transfer. They're going to let you know everything that they use to get payment for their products. Now, some of them are not always the securest. Like a bank transfer, you better be very sure that they are going to give you your hair before you do a bank transfer. I would not do that for a sample of any product. I would probably use PayPal. It's the most secure and the most trusted. So I would probably try to use PayPal as much as I can, if at all, always. Even when you start doing wholesale, try to use PayPal as much as you can. Okay, you guys? If it's not an option, or if you really want to try this vendor and you want to go ahead and use Western Union or bank transfer, it's at your own risk, but they may send you the product and it may be amazing and they may be very trustworthy. So that's another thing. Make sure you ask them what are their shipping time frames. I don't want you to have to order, 2 bundles and a frontal for you to try as a sample order, and they take maybe a week. But as soon as you want to buy 20 bundles and 20 closures, so on and so forth, it takes them 2 months. Get a time frame for things, okay? What is your average time frame to ship out your products? Are a lot of your products by custom order only? You guys got to figure all of that out with the person while you're on WhatsApp, okay? So once you do all of that, then you can ask a bunch of vendors these exact same questions. Literally, you can send them a template to 10 raw Indian hair vendors, and then you can pick from there. Okay, this one doesn't use PayPal. I'm probably not going to use them. This one only sells bundles. They don't really do lace. I'm probably not going to use them. You can start narrowing down your vendors that way. And you don't have to, pick 10 and send the vendor, send your questions out to them. I just said that as a number. You can narrow it down to maybe a few based on their pictures, and then start narrowing it down from there. Now, you can ask them, can your hair be bleached? Do you have any pictures or video of the hair that's colored? Do you offer colored hair? I don't like to get my hair to 613 necessarily, because they use a different bleaching or lightening agent than we use in the United States, which is more commercial grade lightener. They will lift the hair to where it doesn't lose as much of its integrity than if we just use some W2 bleach and 40 volume developer. Not to say we can't get it that high, because we definitely can with raw Indian hair, we know that, but we want to try to keep the integrity as much as possible. So if you need 613 hair, I would recommend you try your hardest to try to get it from the vendor, because the products that they use are completely different than the products that we use. They're not mixing bleach together with developer and bleaching it the same way that we are. So, do they offer colored hair? Once you narrow it down, I found the vendor that I think I want to do a sample order from, you guys. Make sure you order the hair. You're very specific on what you need. I need one 18-inch natural wavy raw Indian hair bundle. I need it to be darker. I don't want something that's a natural brown. I want something that's very dark, closer to a black. What did I say? 18 inches natural wavy. Some people may provide you pictures of the product before they ship it out to you. My Burmese hair vendor, they offer me pictures on every single order before they send it out to me. Before they ship it, they need my confirmation. So I can look at the hair and I can be like, oh, okay, great. Boom, boom, boom. This is what they're sending. They're just showing me my order. Yes, please ship it. I approve whatever it is that I'm ordering. They provide that. Not all vendors do that. The good ones do. But not all vendors do that. But if you ask, sometimes they will be like, okay, I will send a picture to you before we ship it out, just in case you need to make any changes. Now, once you're very specific on what you need, they're going to send you your total with whatever fees and shipping and all that kind of gibberish. You're going to pay them their money. And then, if they say it's going to take us 3 business days to get this out to you, cool, whatever. After the 3 business days, hey, so-and-so, can you please send me a tracking number for my order? Figure out what methods they use to ship your product. If they use DHL, if they use FedEx, if they use UPS, or whatever form of shipping that they use, and get the tracking number from them. I always get it directly from them, and they already know by now. Once they ship it, they just send it to me. They already know I'm going to ask, because I want to track this order. I don't want to lose this order. And they'll be like, oh, it should be to the United States within 4 or 5 days. Whatever, cool, that's fine. Once you get the hair, and you guys know I have tons of videos on how to test these products out. Once you get the hair in hand, you can feel the hair, wash the hair, bleach the hair, flat iron the hair, see if it curls back up, whatever the case is. You need to start doing your testing from that point. And wear the hair, of course. If you're trying to start a business, definitely wear the hair. Now, time is money and an investment into your business. These are things that you should do for any hair company that you've never tried before and you are trying to get a good review from. Now, when it comes to my hair vendors, I do sell my hair vendors on my website. Definitely for serious inquiries only. These are vendors that I actually use. I actually order from on a weekly, monthly basis whenever I'm placing my large orders. Now for my raw Indian hair, here are some samples I'm going to show you. This is raw Indian straight from my vendor, and I have more than one. Please, you guys, have more than one vendor that you trust. It's very hard to find a vendor, one vendor in general, but just in case anything happens or your vendor can't get your order out to you fast enough, have more than one. I have about 4 that I am rotating and constantly working with because I love them all and they provide me great quality hair, and if I have an issue, they are ready to fix it with the quickness. I love that. I love that. No matter what, they're ready to fix it with the quickness. So that one's raw Indian straight. This one is raw Indian wavy. Love it, love it. That's what that looks like. Raw Indian wavy bundle. All right. Super beautiful. Raw Indian curly bundle. And that's what that looks like. I just want you guys to see it. Hopefully the camera focuses. Raw Indian curly bundle. Super beautiful. This one is 12 inches. Really, really cute. Raw Indian curly. And of course, my Burmese curly hair. I am in love with this one as well. So those are just a few from my vendors that I sell on my website. You guys can definitely go check that out. I know it's very hard for people to find vendors, which is why I offer that option on my website for those who are serious about starting your hair company, or those who just want a great vendor but they want it at a low price for the rest of their life. They're gonna buy hair from this vendor and they want someone reliable that they can order hair from. You can buy that vendor even if it's just for you personally, okay? So that is it, you guys. That is everything that I have for how to find a vendor and where to find them. You guys can DM me, you guys can comment below, you guys can do everything you possibly can to ask me any questions that you have. I do not give out my vendor for free. I sell it on my website. But if you have any other questions as to if I've tried a vendor, or if you have any questions on all of that, oh look, my sister walking up now, then let me know. Then let me know and I can definitely guide you the best way that I can. I am always here to help and I appreciate all of you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more videos like this, and I will always see you guys in my next one. Bye.